if you've done some research into color seasons and you keep landing somewhere in the autumn family, but true autumn feels a little too warm or rich for you, and then summer feels a little too cool, then this might be the video that actually makes it click. Today, we're going to talk about the soft autumn color season. We're going to talk about what it is, what it actually looks like on a person, and how to know if it's actually your subseason. I'm Bethany. I'm a color analyst working within 16 season framework. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact colors that are built for a soft autumn and the ones that are quietly working against you. So first, we want to orient ourselves in a 16 season system. Soft autumn sits right at the border of autumn and summer. So this makes it a neutral color season. It carries autumn's warmth and earthiness, but it also borrows a little bit from summer's softness and lower contrast. You can think of it as an autumn palette with the saturation just turned down, and it's a little bit more gentle. It has a little bit more of a blur added into the colors. It's definitely not bold. This is the most muted of all color seasons. It's actually neutral, leaning warm. And when a soft autumn wears the right colors, they look effortlessly put together, like everything just belongs cohesively together naturally, which is what we want your color season to do. So let's talk about what soft autumn can actually look like on a person, because there are lots of variances. I'm going to walk through all of the 6 big features. Let's start with eyes. So first of all, for soft autumn, you can have any eye color and belong to a soft autumn. Eye color isn't really going to tell us the whole story. Soft autumn eyes have a softness and warmth to them, so they're not going to be a vivid color or sharply defined. You can think of a warm hazel, a muted green, or sometimes soft autumns will describe their eyes as a gray green or green brown. They typically like to name a couple of different colors to describe their eyes because we're getting that mix of autumn and summer together. Sometimes they'll have dusty blue-green eyes. The point is that we're looking for this almost haziness and not so much a specific color. What you're not looking for here is the intensity or crispness. If someone has ever said to you that your eyes are hard to describe or that they can change color depending on what you wear, that's a very soft autumn quality. Now, bright, vivid eyes, like clear blue or sharp green, those are going to typically point away from this subseason. Now let's move on to skin. A soft autumn has a neutral undertone, but when we compare cool to warm colors, the warmer colors are slightly better, but neutral colors are still your best. The cool colors don't look terribly off, but the warm colors are a little bit better. This is what puts you into the home season of autumn. This can be trickier with neutral undertones because it sits in that middle ground. And you may have already been told that your undertone is definitely warm or that your skin undertone is olive, but olive is an overtone, it's not an undertone. You may have also been told that both silver and gold look great, but neither feels completely perfect. It's like you're missing something. Gold will always be slightly better on you than silver, but silver isn't bad. Typically, as a neutral undertone, you can wear both gold and silver. At least that's what I tell my clients. Skin tones from soft autumn range from fair to medium, and what's consistent is a certain softness or haziness to the complexion. There can actually be a natural rosiness or a natural warmth that lies beneath the surface, and it actually comes out when you're in your color palette. If your skin starts to look a little bit more sallowed in warm colors, but very ice cold in cool colors, it's likely that you have a more neutral undertone. This is a great moment to talk about contrast also, because it can be an identifier for soft autumn. Typically, soft autumns are qualified as low contrast, which means your hair, eyes, and skin tend to be close in depth and tone, and there's a blended quality overall to your look. However, you can be a soft autumn and have darker hair and darker eyes, which can confuse some people to think that they belong in a higher contrast season. However, if you have very dark hair, very dark skin, and very dark eyes, that pretty much puts you out of the autumn subseason. Since we're touching on hair, let's go into hair color a little bit more for a soft autumn. The soft autumn hair quality is typically a medium neutral brown, or sometimes I can even see some like darker blondes in this subseason. It's not super light, not super dark. You can kind of think of that warm medium brown. In the color analysis system that I use, I note that soft autumns should really avoid black hair. And here's why. Super blonde, super light hair can often break that soft blended look and be too light for a soft autumn. You need a little bit of depth. However, black can actually create too much sharpness and contrast to the point where it feels heavy for this season. Then more of a medium, muted, neutral warm is going to be the sweet spot for you. You could be a soft autumn. Speaking about the overall contrast and image of a soft autumn, most soft autumns will identify with words that are natural, mature, quiet. It's a very elegant color palette, a very sophisticated color palette, and very peaceful. This is not a loud season at all. Soft autumns have a presence that's like very understated and effortless, and there's a little bit of an earthy quality to them. They are all very tonal colors. They're very approachable and naturally beautiful in a very understated way. When a soft autumn is going to wear too much vivid of a color, something feels off. Their energy is a little lost, and sometimes they can actually look washed out, and the color is going to be too distracting for them. The season is low in intensity and low in contrast, so it needs colors that honor the softness rather than fight against it. Okay, let's go into a few of the standout colors in this palette. This soft autumn palette sits between summer and autumn and are all tones. There's a little bit of brown and a little bit of gray that makes these more tonal colors. However, the soft autumn color palette is slightly warmer than soft summer. Everything in this palette is going to share that quality of softness because that is your dominant trait. They're muted, blended, and harmonious. Some neutral colors for this are going to be a charcoal brown or a cocoa brown. I think a rose taupe or a taupe, smoky taupe is really beautiful on this color season. If you're looking for a white, it's usually a bone white, which is a little bit softer than a stark bright white from a winter palette, for example. There is no black in this color season, and everything has a little bit of warmth or softness built into it. Your reds and burgundies are going to be soft wines, rosewood, like a soft cranberry. They're all very hazy and dusky. When you're thinking about yellows, because you're neutral, the yellows have to be really, really soft and muted and not bright or lemony. The greens are going to be more sage green or a lagoon green, hazy greens. These are beautiful greens that are very flattering and elegant on a soft autumn. They aren't like a vivid emerald jewel tone, and they're not too light like a mint green. Blues are going to be more turquoise and teal because we're in a neutral palette. The blues and greens actually come together and make these beautiful teal colors that are hazy. You're going to be looking at your palette and thinking, is that blue or is that green? You can't really tell, but it's a little bit of both. The purples are going to be more of a plum purple, and you can tell that there's a little bit of gray in these colors or a little bit of brown that softens the intensity of the color. Some colors that I recommend soft autumns avoid is going to be those bright jewel tone colors, emerald, cobalt, fuchsia, or a really bright red. It's going to overwhelm the natural softness of a soft autumn. Black is an interesting one because everyone wants to wear black, but for a soft autumn, it takes away any warmth in your undertone that you do have present, and it's just too high in contrast of a color. For jewelry and accessories, soft autumns do have more flexibility because technically they are in a more neutral leaning palette. Rose gold, deep yellow gold, and a deep silver are going to be best because your palette really does have some depth to it. For jewels, I would recommend like a smoky topaz, a soft jade, or even a dusty rose quartz. Okay, so just to recap, if you're a soft autumn, here is what's likely true about you. Your eyes are soft, warm, and complex, and your skin is neutral to neutral warm undertone with a slightly hazy quality. Your hair is typically a medium neutral brown that's not too light or too dark, somewhere in the middle. Earthy tonal colors are really your best and make you look exceptionally elegant. If it sounds like you could be a soft autumn, one of the most elegant and beautiful color seasons. Below, I'm going to be linking some items that belong to the soft autumn color season below so that you can easily shop your palette and get familiar with the colors you can be looking for when you shop in person also. When you can't find colors in your subseason of soft autumn, I encourage you to go into the True Autumn palette as your home season to give you additional colors that you probably look great in. If you don't know your color season yet, I highly recommend an in-person color analysis with someone local to you, or if you'd like to work with me virtual, I offer a virtual color analysis as well. Now, if this series is helpful, let me know below and make sure you subscribe because I'm going through every single subseason right here on this channel to give you more specifics on each color season subseason to help you figure out your color season. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.